Report a shot fired at officers trying to stop the vehicle. We have one officer shot.
We got shots fired. Sounded like an automatic firearm.
Copy, code red, shots fired.
We have an active shooter. We have an active shooter inside the warehouse.
Now it's Shots Fired with your hosts TJ Kirgin, Dinah Death Milberg, and the lovely Krystal Powers.
All right, guys, we are back for another episode after the 4th of July break of absolutely no shots fired. We'll call it that right now.
Oh, there's been there's been shots fired after 4th of July. Oh yeah.
We play the game. Is it a gunshot or is it a firework?
Every night in downtown St. Louis.
But
I'm
in the
just going to
month
go
of
with
July,
this, probably
does it
gunfire.
count?
It's gunfire.
It doesn't matter what month it is in St. Louis. It's
That's
gunfire.
True.
It's
That's
not
St.
church.
Louis.
Oh, it's firework. No, it's gunfire.
But technically, the best time to illegally,
4th of July.
yeah, because
Yeah,
everyone's
it's
just
true.
going to assume it's
Yeah.
fireworks.
It's true. Unless you're St. Louis, where they just assume it's gunfire.
Fair enough.
It's always gunfire.
Gosh, I don't like
Was that fireworks or gunshot? What would be fireworks? It's 4th of July. Oh.
Welcome to Shots Fired. Where there aren't any.
Yeah, we're here. I'm not ᵃᵗᵗ&ᵗ. Is he even on this show anymore?
Sometimes.
At this point?
Every now and then.
I think he's done one in like the last 2 months. Maybe a little more.
Oh.
We miss you,
miss him.
TJ.
He is out recovering from the surgeries. His transition went well.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is now Tina. ᵃᵗᵗ&ᵗ.
All right.
Wow.
We need to change his handle. On his
I'm trying to think of guns. I'm like,
No, I couldn't
you
come up
can't
with
see
one
this
either.
on air, but I'm over here like really racking my brain trying
You
to
could
think
do
of
Remy
guns.
with an I.
Oh.
There you
Fancy.
go.
There you go.
Fancy. So we're filling in for him today. I got Chris,
Notorious
the
FTE.
original. Yeah, or why do I always go to the original? The original Notorious, same thing.
That's the same guy.
Yeah. Krystal Powers is here.
Hello.
Break off spring.
I heard a
training.
bow in my brain, and I was like, don't do it.
Marisol's back on, and
Marisol.
myself. So we're going to talk about how bad the firearm industry sucks right now.
Can we talk about all the things that are going to come up and we're going to have fun with in the shop, though?
Yeah.
There is some stuff.
There is
We
a
do
whole
have
lot
like
of
a-
stuff.
We're going to continue on with conspiracy theories and story times. So let's kick it off. To begin with, firearms industry sucks bad right now.
So bad, in fact, Springfield decided to release another pistol that nobody asked for.
Yeah.
This one, and that's a spicy take for those of you that are not on the industry. This pistol is a striker-fired 1911 style grip handle with a grip zone so you know where to put your hands. And from the name of old Collier Noir himself, it is almost like a custom pistol. Which at the price they're asking for it, it should actually be a custom pistol.
Yeah, the irony. What's the price going on that for MSRP?
I didn't look because I didn't want to buy it, but
Yeah,
I can have
it's
that
'cause
for you
it
in a
says
second.
Springfield on it.
yeah.
I like to purchase firearms that actually work.
And it's called the Gallica?
the Galactica.
Galactica?
That would be
Galactica?
awesome. I would
Gallica?
buy it if it was.
Let's start naming
could be in
guns after
Guardians of the
video
Galaxy.
games.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were going to
It
say
was like the emissary.
Gattaca. I was like, ooh,
Gattaca?
yeah.
I thought it was the emissary.
Amazing movie.
Emissary?
That sounds a little better than whatever
Oh,
that came out of his mouth.
I just made that
Gladius?
one up. The Gladius?
I think it's
The Gladys.
No, you're thinking
Gladys
that
for
because
short.
there was that picture of that there sword with the.
Oh,
the ad.
Echelon.
Echelon.
Sorry,
So
they're
close.
doing the Buick. They're-
Swanson.
Yeah, they're-
Samsonite.
Samsonite.
they're naming their guns like Buick names their cars with the Aspire.
How cool would it be to use like some random wacky words like the
Jag.
new Sig Sauer Gilgamesh?
The new 6 Hour Crown Victoria. It's built like a brick because it is.
And then just
True
throw
story.
Jag in there and like it's perfect for spring.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Which is more reliable, a Jaguar or Springfield?
yeah, I know that's really should be up for debate.
Yeah, so they came out with a new firearm at literally the worst time possible. After 3 years of just insane sales in this industry, the industry growing like crazy, it has completely tanked. It started last year and has continued to plummet. Companies are freaking out, that's for sure. Sales are down 50+%, pretty much industry wide. So in a time where shops and ranges are hurting, use this time to support your local business. If you got ammo because you've been hoarding in the last 3 years like most of us have, go shoot it. Stop by Ultimate Defense and, take a couple hours to go shoot. Swing by us and restock what you used up, or build a new gun, or buy night vision, or a t-shirt.
Yeah, like how you go from night vision to a t-shirt.
In the same category, right? But
Okay.
if you buy night vision, we'll throw in a t-shirt.
I'd throw in 5.
The answer on that pistol price was $679 to
What?
$783.
You're kidding.
It's very
I wish
reasonable.
you
So
would.
they built a wannabe Glock
Yeah,
during a recession, because it's a recession,
yeah. For the price
for
of
the
a Shadow.
price of what you can get a brand new Glock that actually works with an optic. Or like you said, a CZ.
No, I'm sorry. I said Shadow.
Yeah, not a CZ Shadow.
I misspoke. The
Shadow Systems.
Shadow Systems Daily. Yeah, you could get a
That's
Shadow
a good
Systems
point.
on
I
it.
didn't think about that. Which honestly,
I'd rather have a Shadow Systems.
I'm going to be honest. I would rather have a stock Glock. I've shot. Last SHOT Show, I was seriously considering a Shadow System, so I fired like 10 different Shadow Systems. I wasn't impressed.
For the people
money.
in the area, you want to tell them what a Shadow Systems is?
It's supposed to be, it's not a Glock, but it's a Glock.
Yeah.
That's
a
been
Glock color.
churched up. They corrected, I say it in air quotes because I don't find a problem with it, but they corrected the grip angle. And then they basically did whatever was modification-wise to their Glock with optics cuts, serrations, porting, comps, trigger, magwells,
Sights.
sights, undercuts on the trigger guard, smoothing out the grip, getting rid of finger grooves, stuff like that.
A custom Glock.
Yeah,
essentially.
they basically built a custom Glock that's already done. However, honestly, out of all the Glocks I've owned, I've had custom Glocks. I've had stuff, crazy amounts done to it. I've got to say, out of everything I own, my bone stock Glock 19 with nothing more, Gen 5, with nothing more than a magwell, because I like how it locks my hand on the grip, a light, a Streamlight TLR 7 or 6 or 1,
I
TLR
run
1.
on one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a Hollow Sun 508T. That's the best Glock I've ever ran. I would take that over a Shadow Systems any day. And I'd take the money extra and go buy ammo.
That
Yeah.
is so funny you mentioned that too, because I've got a Gen 4 19. I've run the TLR one,
Yeah.
and ain't nothing wrong with that one.
No.
It's solid.
Gen 5, they played with the trigger a little bit, and I think for a bone stock trigger, it does feel better.
Does it?
Yeah. It's a little bit lighter, crisper, smoother. Resets better. But like I said, guys, the industry is not doing so well right now. So support your local business, not just us, any local gun shops, local ranges. Get out there and show them some love, because it is brutal right now.
Any idea why?
The economy sucks. 'cause
Yeah. I wish TJ was here to speak to that, because I know he's really good at running numbers with inflations. My crippled mind doesn't do math that fast. So
inflation's up, what, 8%?
yeah, it's like a
10%?
balloon.
That we're being told is probably worse than that.
Yeah.
Significantly worse. Like probably closer to 12 or 15%,
Yeah.
if I had to guess. And I mean, our industry, unfortunately, when things are sketchy, civil unrest, political unrest, things look like they could get bad.
Election year.
Yeah, it stays busy. But past that, it's not a necessity. It's a kind of an added bonus if you have extra money. And right now, I ain't got extra money. It's not cheap to live right now at all.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to go into the low 11s, I think is where you're headed with your new car,
I'm
right?
trying to do more like high 10s.
High 10s. So I
Ours
saw
is
something. You posted
expensive.
something about a drag pack?
Yeah, eventually. That's just me next year's
Oh,
problem.
that's
Wow.
next year project?
You're
Because
so
I'm
called out.
broke.
I feel it.
Can we talk about our lovely gun show and how that went? With
Oh,
so it was all across the board. No one was really wanting to spend money at any of the vendors. There were lots of people there looking, but we had some nice visitors next to us.
Yeah. Thank you, ATF, for setting up and scaring everyone off. Because, strangely enough, people get very uncomfortable, move their dogs away a little further out, and generally don't want to be in the vicinity of an ATF booth, which we were lucky enough at the most recent St. Charles Gun Show to get set up, 2 booths down?
Wait, they had a booth there?
Oh, yeah.
Don't ask me why. So
That's
idiot
crazy.
boomers can go ask questions. So can I still put a stock or a brace on my pistol?
Is this legal?
What? Okay.
As he commits 3 felonies.
So when I worked gun shows like 2 years ago, almost all of the vendors, half were just there to make money, and it might as well have been a swap meet for them. The other half, they were so well informed of the law, they knew it so freaking well. I don't see a need for the ATF to be there, but that's also, I'm sure they have other
claim they're there
reasons.
to answer questions. I don't buy that.
It's not uncommon for the ATF to be at a gun show or the local police though, but usually they're outside the pay doors.
Yeah.
So you pay to get in, and then that's where all the businesses and transactions are making place. But it usually has like a information and teaching section on the outside.
Yeah,
We'll be
St.
right back
Charles.
after this break, guys. And we are back for another absolutely enthralling episode.
How dare you, sir?
For those of you not tuned in to NPR,
I couldn't help myself. Wow. So, Chris, what were you saying before we finished?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I was trying to wrap up and make it quick. It's not uncommon for them to be there, but they're usually outside in some kind of education/teaching way where they're kept separate from regular God-fearing folk. And, yeah, that's weird if they're inside, especially if they're not doing any transfers.
Or like before, I've been a few times where I saw them like they're in the back,
By
like
the
up
safe
against
guys.
the wall or something. Yeah,
By the insurance people.
not in the middle of a row, mixed in with the vendor booths.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the person who like runs the shows. Maybe he's got like a thing going with them. You think?
Oh,
Because
who knows?
so I managed gun shows for like 6 months, not one ATF.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering with
But also maybe they were there just undercover.
So
how do I say this? The sketchiness of the gun shows lately.
Yeah.
The
Oh.
fact that there's been multiple assaults and fights and what one could call gang activity.
a man purse snatching?
Yes, at the gun shows.
Yeah.
That maybe that's why they're there. I know, talking to some St. Louis officers, lots of switches being recovered this year. Like,
Yeah.
a lot. 100 murders so far this year for the city of St. Louis, I found out.
Yeah. I think
Or
it
just
actually we
over
just
100.
over. We
Yeah.
just went over.
Just over 100 murders. Just a little past halfway through the year.
I kind of thought it would be more for some reason.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's murders. It's not people just
So-
shot.
Touche.
People who
I could
survived.
have helped them, but that they may still be alive.
So,
But
Thanks to you.
number could be higher. Thanks.
I'm sure it is. Oh yeah.
But still,
Okay.
100 plus murders in 7 months. That's some busy
That's significant.
busy range time.
Well, we got 50% of the year left, so
Yeah.
here's hoping.
So, Marisol, you were at the gun
know.
show, and
Yes.
you were like right there.
Oh yeah, I
You
was
saw
right there
the
the whole
ATF.
time.
You were
yeah.
making eye contact the whole time.
Oh, I
Did
stared them
you-
down to make them uncomfortable.
Did you try to flirt with the devil, as one might say?
Um,
Make a friend?
No,
No.
that's not really the friend I would want to make because like
Wouldn't want to worm your way in the inside
right.
like a mole?
No, I have better ways
Oh.
than that, and it took about good 3 or 4 hours for a lot of people to even realize that's who they were.
Really?
Yeah, so then it was like all the vendors around were like,
So why did they not have a sign up that said ATF or anything, or
it wasn't
wasn't broadcast?
flashing like
It's just a
you
big
know.
sign, totally not cops.
Right. Yeah.
They didn't
Knives,
have.
knives,
yeah.
knives, not ATF.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's how it went. But
Oh.
St. Charles City was there inside
Yeah.
the whole time, and they were fine. But I do appreciate them being inside based on the sketchiness.
Yeah,
of it.
it's been
it is-
consistently almost every gun.
Yeah.
Was there any fights at this one?
No.
One of the 2 or 3 ago, there was like
At least not
8 or 10 people just in all brawl, and it ended with somebody trying to get to a gun and it was stopped, like right before they were able to get to it. But
You've got those knife tables with like hundreds of knives on them.
yeah,
Could you imagine just like rustling around like you're done?
yeah.
Or you just fall into them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, all you do is like throw somebody onto it and like,
The
I don't know
Walmart.
which one did it, but
Get skewered by the Walmart
Yeah.
samurai swords.
yes, right
way
next
to
to the jewelry making lady. Feels so bad.
Oh, St. Charles Gun Show. Gotta love it.
Come see us next time.
Bye.
Hopefully the ATF's not there.
But we will be, and we'll make it entertaining.
We always do.
What else we got coming up? Talking about fun things.
Saturday, if we're gonna give it till tomorrow, I guess, to call it. We've got the Stop the Bleed class, except we've done an email blast, posts about it, shared it, and not a single person has signed up.
No.
Yeah,
Why's that?
people are probably broke.
Yeah, I think that's what it has a lot to do with it. Because I've talked to a lot of people in store who are definitely interested. In fact, I had a customer text me today who was really wanting to go, but he ended up being on call. And so he texted me to let me know he can't make it because he was going to do it. I think that has quite a bit to do with it.
Yeah, if we have any, like, unless there's any last minute ones today, probably have to reschedule
Yeah.
that until August. So
I mean,
by the time you're listening to this, it doesn't matter because the class has
Right.
already happened or got canceled anyways.
Right.
Damn, I hate this future.
Future.
However, if you're hearing this, check for more dates because we should be having one in August regardless, as well as another new class we haven't pushed out yet that we've been working on for a little bit.
yeah, I'm so excited.
That should be very relative to living in St. Louis or working in St. Louis. Then the 22nd, we have Customer Appreciation Day. We're going to have barbecue, a Philly cheesesteak food truck, some giveaway items, and a wide sale, as well as some friendly competitions and demonstrations going on.
And that's at 10 a.m., right?
10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Yep, all day. All day.
And it's free.
Yes.
So, I know.
Literally, the only money you have to spend is the money you want to spend if you come in and buy stuff,
Right.
which is on sale. And then I can't remember the date for the life of me, but we'll be up at Big St. Charles for the bike night as
20th.
well. The 20th.
It's the 20th, yeah.
Yeah, 20th for bike night.
And that starts, I believe, at like 6:30.
6:30 or 7.
7.
And
Yeah.
that usually goes till like pretty late, like 9:30 or 10.
Yeah.
I'd say.
I'll probably just end up riding my bike to the shop that day. Are you going to probably do the same? I know your tire's a little low on yours, Alex.
Yeah, I need to address that front tire there a little bit. There's not really. It's like a street slick front tire at this point.
You're just like,
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
little sketchy. I'm hoping it doesn't rain.
Oh. Eh.
starfish.
So what else?
That's
we got
all in
going?
July, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. Yeah, I had to think what month
Yeah.
we're in.
But
What do we have? And then
In
August,
August-
we'll have another CCW
Yes.
class. Should anyone show up?
I believe it's on the 12th.
Yeah, we've got one person signed up so far. So if you want to get your CCW, stop on by. We will have this new upcoming undisclosed class that I'll probably launch this coming week.
You said undisclosed.
Yes,
Okay.
As in,
Surprises?
it will be interesting.
it's going to be interesting. A lot
Are
of
you
fun.
And carjacking.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we got the first
Okay.
Friday of the month is going to be the night vision
Yep.
class.
I'll just say now. So we've been working and developing a situational awareness and carjacking class. We've teamed up with former Army Special Forces guy who works at West Orlando Firearms Training Center that we love to go to. He teaches a class down there, so we're cloning his, but it's going to be force on force using airsoft guns, so not much sting, not much hurt to it. But the added benefit also, it's not just going to be carjacking and in the vehicle stuff, because that's great for that one very, very, very specific instance. But we're also going to cover the use of flashlight, stuff happening in your vehicle, getting out of your vehicle, getting to your vehicle, low light scenarios, situational awareness, stuff like that. So look out for dates on that. We'll be dropping that soon. We'll be right back after this break.
Hey guys, we got a new sponsor on the show, and it's actually one of my good friends hunting with for years and years. Introducing Adam Gubin from Rimco Scrap in St. Louis. Hi, how are you, sir?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on, Tommy.
Well, you just told
My
everybody out
apologies.
there. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. The cat's out of the bag. I'm no longer TJ Kirgin, a.k.a. ᵃᵗ&ᵗ, the local warlord. I'm now Tommy. But that's okay. I can be Tommy Boy.
Hey, when you're a close friend, you can do those kinds of
That's
things.
exactly right. You know what's funny is, for years, if someone, when I was a police officer, if someone at the mall yelled Tommy, I knew that I could act a certain way. But if somebody yelled TJ, I knew that they knew me from law enforcement. So having different nicknames from different friend groups, from your really good friends to the people that shoot at you.
Absolutely.
It's a good thing. But anyway, Rimco Scrap. So you guys, you're just off North Broadway in St. Louis.
Correct.
And you guys do metal recycling. What does that mean?
So we are fourth generation of family business. My great-grandfather started in 1901. My brother and I have taken it over since 2001 with 49% of the company. We bought the remaining 51% in 2020. So basically, people don't realize in our industry what it entails and the need for it, such as repurpose, right? So, you think about your washer and dryer, your hot water heater, your vehicle, everything from your computer to your tablet.
Everything made of metal.
Everything consists of based around the recycling industry. But 80% of goods that are made today are based around the recycling industry, being that the mines just aren't there refining the scrap or the new materials and making new metal out of it. So they're reliant upon our industry today.
So your industry feeds the manufacturing industries, but
Well,
it actually...
Our industry feeds the steel mill that feeds the manufacturing industry.
Okay.
So they remelt our scrap into new product, whether it's beams, channels, plates, coils.
So a product comes out, a hot water heater comes out, it lives its life, it heats my showers, and the next thing you know, it's dead. It's in a pickup truck, it's at your place. It gets turned into, it's scrap at that point.
And it gets broke down. The non-metallics go one way, the ferrous and the non-ferrous metals go the other way, and then the non-metallics unfortunately have to go to the landfill, and then the non-ferrous and ferrous metals will go to the mills to be remelted and then
turned into a new hot water heater or a Tesla or something.
All the above.
Right on.
Yep.
Right on. So if I'm a guy that just goes around collecting scrap and that's how I make my money, I can come to you any day of the week and get weighed, get paid, and have a nice day, as you say?
Absolutely. Every day but Sunday.
Okay. What if I just have a washing machine?
Not a problem.
A bicycle?
Absolutely.
Pickup truck?
Absolutely. As long as you have the time.
I saw on your website you guys actually do barges. What if I have a bunch of barges?
We would gladly come down and give you guys a bid on it and talk about the process as far as bidding it all the way to processing it and hauling off
Imagine cutting up a barge is kind of a big ordeal.
It can be.
Yeah.
It can
but
be.
you guys can do that.
Absolutely.
So everything from beer cans to barges.
Absolutely.
You can do.
Absolutely.
I know he wants me to say aluminum, so it's not so.
I would prefer aluminum, but we'll go with beer cans.
There's a lot of aluminum cans out there.
Yeah, but there's
Hey,
soda.
I didn't say White Claw cans.
Hey, TJ, there is soda in cans too, not just beer.
Sorry. All right, well, if you are in the St. Louis area and you have scrap, you've got those old bikes laying around, you got the dishwasher, you got the washing machine, you got the old hot water heater, or something comes up where you need to get rid of some metal stuff, you can simply just go to rimcoscrap.com, find the directions, head downtown, drop it off, get weighed. What do you say?
Get weighed, get paid, and have a nice day. As well, we do have containers that we do put on site.
Oh, so
therefore, if any industry or manufacturing, we have a fleet of gondola trailers, roll-off containers, and lugger boxes that we can also drop on site. Call dispatch. We'll swap them out, typically within 24 hours for service. Take it back to our facility. It's effortless for you guys.
So manufacturers, distributors, warehouses, anybody who's going to have scrap metal, they can bring a roll-off container or a dumpster or whatever to my location. I can fill it up. Matter of fact, I think we used you a few years ago because we had a bunch of ammo containers that were made out of a certain kind of metal that we needed to get rid of, and you guys made it disappear for us.
We did, and you got a check in the mail.
And we got a check in the mail. That's even better. So that's where the whole industrial and commercial part of Rimco comes in. So if you've just got a bag of soda cans, or you need a roll-off container, or you have an entire fleet of barges that need to be disposed of and turned into hot water heaters, you guys can help.
Absolutely.
Awesome. RimcoScrap.com, everybody. They're a great supporter of this show and everything we believe in, which is America.
So here's what everybody's been waiting for: the continuation of conspiracy theories. But before we start on that, something else I wanted to talk about, just in the news that's interesting. The cartel had their first kill of law enforcement using an IED. They have now adapted like insurgent tactics in the case of IEDs and have been utilizing IEDs. They hit a...
Is this in the United States?
No. In Mexico, they used, so far, I think it was 7 daisy chain IEDs. The 7th didn't go off. 6 of them did on a law enforcement convoy.
Wow.
I'm surprised
4 of
it
them.
took that long.
4 police killed and 2 civilians.
Yeah, which...
On roadway bombs, yeah.
IEDs are horrible, but most often they maim.
Yeah.
You've got to be using some pretty nasty IEDs to get some kills like that. Now, granted, they're rolling in probably soft-skinned pickup trucks, not up-armored, most likely.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't think you would think that they probably have some armored vehicles, but it's not something that they've encountered before.
No, so things are going to heat up on the border. I mean, this is going to get interesting that they're at that level now where they're going to have to do roll-around and MRAPs or...
So they had it was 7 bombs. It was 7 roadside bombs. It wasn't just like a stacker or a one. It wasn't just like a anti-landmine.
So they're all
or
connected.
And they do have one of them didn't go off, so they do have that data to find out, bomb making stuff and to find out where it came from and who's putting these together. So hopefully they'll be able to figure out something and get to a point where
good luck.
Yeah. So when I was living in El Paso back, I get ahead of 2015 maybe. It was around the time where ISIS was first like making presence in waters. That wasn't going on, but you can see it's kind of progressing to this now.
Yeah, it's. Wonder where they get their tactics.
Right.
My first thought was
It's just
China.
such a weird combo.
Could be too.
Yeah.
You never know.
they're talking. It's probably the Jalisco. Jalisco.
Jalisco. They have really good
Cartel.
tequila there.
Yeah, they're saying it's probably that one.
Them there fellers.
Yeah.
They're
That's
stepping up.
surprising.
You haven't heard from them in a minute.
Yeah, that's what the Guardian is reporting.
Man, they're trying to step it up then.
So conspiracy
Yes.
theories.
Excellent.
Krystal, you seem to be the most pumped about it, so I'll let you start.
Okay, where did we leave off? Last time we were talking
Dude,
about...
I don't remember like 3 days ago, let alone
Okay.
2 weeks ago. I'm going to be honest.
Did we talk about the moon?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, we
I
talked
do
about the
remember
moon
that.
landing. Did we talk about the moon?
No. Are you about to tell me
That
the
it's
moon
not
doesn't
there.
exist?
Space station inside the moon?
No, I was just thinking, ooh, okay.
God.
No, that's a little too Austin Powers. But, you never know. No, I read, so it doesn't mean it must be true. It's just a nice theory to think about that it's not a tangible thing. It's plasma.
So I've also read that.
Yeah? What do you think?
I mean, I live next to a building called Flat Earth, so...
Okay, let's talk about
no.
that. I saved
Please
this
no.
post. Yes.
We both have past traumas from flat Earth
Okay,
theory.
wait. Let me just read you this one thing.
You were on that Texas trip, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
man.
I'm
I don't
so-
know
That was
what
my
this is
fault.
about.
I'm sorry. Out of all the mean things I've said to you and done,
what
that was
happened?
probably the worst.
I'm curious.
It wasn't as bad as the time when we were up in the airplane. I looked over at said individual and said, "Man, I don't see any curves here."
You brought that one on yourself.
Oh, man.
There was a former employee who, right as they were literally getting in the SUV for a 12-hour drive to Texas, said individual was known to get very long-winded and passionate about the Earth being flat. So, like the good friend I am, as they're literally climbing in the SUV to leave, I'm like, hey, what were you saying about the Earth being flat and this new evidence
You
that
did
came
it
out?
on purpose.
Right as the beginning of the trip. I wasn't going on the trip. They were.
Oh,
So it was on
no.
purpose.
My parting gift to them was to get him started on that right as the trip begun.
Okay.
And I
so,
had no part of it.
I
Let
already
me
took
read
6
this-
Benadryl, so I don't even remember.
Let me
that trip.
let me read this to you.
All right, let's hear it.
This is a NASA document. Let me preface it with that. This is in the concluding remarks. This report derives and defines a set of linearized system matrices for a rigid aircraft of constant mass flying in a stationary atmosphere over a flat, non-rotating Earth. It's a NASA document. Just going to leave that there.
Oh, is this how to explain that we have shadows because the Earth is flat and the sun is rotating around a flat axis? Yeah, I've heard that one from that person.
No, this is for something that they teach pilots.
I'll say this. I've never really cared because I'm like, it doesn't affect me either way.
Right.
Is my whole life going to change?
That's how I feel about a lot of
You're telling
things.
me that I could have lived a completely different life if the Earth was flat?
Do you
Like,
know
what are you
how
gonna do,
much
just
the
run
moon
off
affects
of
you
it?
in your daily life? A ton.
Actually.
A ton.
It only
the
affects
tide.
There is
the
no
tide
moon,
for
bro.
me.
Tide.
I don't know. What do you think about tides? Is that it?
Well, does things suddenly
Werewolves.
change if it came out the world is flat?
I mean,
It
You're
literally
gonna get a lot more
changes.
force
Your
gumps out
tomorrow
there.
would be no different than today.
You're
it
right.
would just be a flatter
That's
one.
how.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Let's hear another.
Okay. Operation Paperclip.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but
Not
all
a conspiracy.
It's not because it's proven. How do you feel about it, though?
Which one was that one?
It's where we decided to bring some brilliant scientists who were...
The United States took all of the Nazi scientists and employed them
Yes.
inside the United
Yeah.
States.
Yeah.
But look at all the advancements we had from it, though.
In rockets.
It's hard. Not just rockets, but I mean, like... How else would we have been
In
able
strudel
to
and
trial...
schnitzel advancements.
Because of what they did and the trials that they did on humans, we would not have... You can't be like, have a pregnant woman and you're going to do this unless you're in that situation. So we wouldn't have a lot of the knowledge that we do.
Do you think the ends justify the means?
Was that?
Do you think the ends justify the means?
Look, they're just
It's
following
tough.
orders.
It's tough.
Ooh.
It depends on which...
Don't get me started.
Depends on which was done. I don't believe I've met one. But
A German?
A Nazi scientist.
a Nazi scientist.
Such a no.
So that's the
I mean,
thing.
you did hang out in the Keys for a while. The islands.
I know. That's where they
Bermuda,
stashed them.
Bahama.
Lord.
Now you got me thinking Jimmy Buffett.
Okay, I've got one more.
Wait, Jimmy Buffett was a Nazi?
Oh, Lord.
Jimmy Buffett's a Nazi scientist this whole time.
Okay, I blanked out for a second,
Bamboozled by the
and then I
white
came
man
back
in
in
you.
to hear Jimmy Buffett. How did that connect? I missed that part.
He's joking. I don't know.
They were talking about Florida and
Well,
Key
what
West.
you
She
say?
mentioned thinking
Start
of Jimmy
singing.
Buffett.
Oh, yeah.
I only heard part of it. So I thought they were
Coconut
saying
song.
that Jimmy
Yeah.
Buffett's actually a Nazi
That's the
scientist.
best computer.
Dang it. Okay, I've got a really, really good one when we
Breaking
come back
news. I don't
from
know
the
why
break.
this isn't all over the news right now.
It should be.
All right, what other ones we got?
Okay, if you're listening, you probably have a phone that's like within arm's reach of you. So I want you to Google US 6506148B2. I'll say that again. US 6506148B2. Now,
This pulls up
this
some inappropriate picture.
is a patent.
Oh,
They
nervous
can
system
base this
manipulation
off
by
of
electromagnetic
medications
fields.
too.
Tell me more.
Like as far as SSRIs, all that stuff, so you can target directly.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Very.
Are you guys reading about it? I want to hear
just
your
looked at
guys'
the first
thoughts.
title.
Psychological effects have been observed in a human subject in response to stimulation of the skin with weak electromagnetic fields pulsed with certain frequencies.
So
Many
this is
computer
how-
monitors,
Then
TV
it's like
tubes.
HARP out there.
So you're saying they really can do mind control from TVs?
through your TV. And
Not just your TV, your Wi-Fi.
Well, they're already talking about AI using like Wi-Fi to be able to spy on people and watch
okay,
you.
so that's been a thing for ever. I mean, since Wi-Fi existed. But if you don't have Wi-Fi in your house, your neighbor's Wi-Fi probably reaches your house. I don't know. I don't have Wi-Fi in my house for that reason and for I don't know. I just don't want the radiation.
What do you use? Like
My phone.
hotspot?
No, just my, like, my data.
So like, do you have a TV?
No.
Really?
Really?
Me either. Because if I want
Did we just become best friends?
We did. My daughter will understand it someday. But
Yeah.
yeah. If I
Same.
want to watch a game, I'll go to the bar.
Yeah. Well, so for a while before Cuties came out, I had only Netflix on my phone, and then I had a what's it called, adapter that from my
HDMI?
TV. Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. HDMI adapter to my phone. So I just stream it to my TV, and then I was like, I mean, you got a little TV in your hand everywhere you go, so.
So speaking of that, I have to keep mine on the freaking lanyard.
That is.
Because I lose it on average, 53 times a day.
I lose mine so often also, and I
You want to know?
feel like that would be really annoying.
It's not.
Why
true.
is that a female
Hey
thing?
Siri, where are you?
There's just so many things going on.
Here I am.
Oh,
Why
it's
is
a
yours a
man's
dude?
voice.
Because I ain't listening to a female.
Sir.
And he's
Hey,
South
sir.
African. So yeah, I walk around my
Rhodesian.
house saying, "Hey Siri, where are you?" Check the next room.
Here I am.
I know, honeys. Please stop.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
My
I really
Siri
don't
wasn't
like it.
working for the longest time, so well,
Yeah,
so.
now yours is on.
And everything we're saying is being recorded twice.
Always.
Always.
I was going to say, you're already recording on
That's
the
why
radio.
the radio
so like,
station.
oh, no, they're going to find
Another time by
out.
the government. So you have a story?
I do have a story, more of a PSA because
Palmetto State Armory?
not quite. Copperheads,
Snakes?
That was the coolest transition ever. Copperheads,
Well, okay, so I don't know how many people in this area are aware of how many of these nasty things there are.
Oh, wow.
Every once in a blue moon, I remember that there are snakes.
Well,
That's just.
You're
it.
never going to forget after this. So I know that St. Charles County, Jefferson County, Lincoln County, all of them have kind of their conservation departments have sent out alerts. You should probably just watch where you're walking.
Yeah.
Don't mess with them.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
copperheads.
there's a lot of copperheads in this area, and that was not something I knew when I moved here. So I, almost to a year ago, I was doing some landscaping in my yard, which is in a subdivision. I'm not going to disclose where, but you would not expect a copperhead to be where it was, or really any snake at that point. No water, nothing like that. So I'm moving a big landscaping stone with my foot, and I was really pumped because I was doing landscaping. And where I come from, it's just sand. So grass is new. So I had never even mowed my lawn yet. In fact, I didn't even put oil in my lawnmower yet. So I was like pumped, It's a nice day outside. Until this thing latches onto my leg and all I had were little garden scissors. So at that point,
You went Sarah Connor on
I
his
didn't know
ass.
what was on me, but it needed to get off. So yanked it off, and that's why one fang kind of embedded more and just drug. And I just cringe about snakes in general. So everything kind of just went dark from there, and chop, threw it away into the yard.
So it bit you
It bit
in
me.
the ankle.
Right.
And then
on my
you
right side of my leg. On the lower
stabbed it to death.
leg. Ugh, I slaughtered that thing. Didn't know it was a copperhead because I was not in that state of mind. I was just like, this is disgusting. Get it off of me. And I went back inside, and I was so mad because it was a really nice day, and that thing ruined it. So I
It
went,
hurts, too.
I
That
wanted
part
to
didn't
ask,
hurt
but I didn't
as
want to be
bad.
weird.
No. I mean, it hurt after the fact.
Oh, I would
At
imagine.
that point, I was like, well, the weather's still good. I still have a few more hours till it gets dark. I'm going to go to Montel. I'll just monitor it there. So I had a bottle of wine. Still breathing, still good. Okay. So I was done. Right. I should have, gone sought treatment immediately, but
But
5
you
days
work in the
pass.
medical field, so you
We're
guys are the worst patients.
We are the worst. So 5 days pass, and now I'm dealing with the toxicology team down at WashU, and of course they knew me because I have looked through there, and why? 5 days later, it's necrotic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it really was.
Oh, yeah.
That,
Yeah.
oh.
So please, please, please be aware. They like to burrow under like patios.
Yeah.
And if you have little kids, pets, oh, for God's sake, just
Log piles
Yeah.
terrify me.
Is there a
Rock piles and log
distinguishable
piles.
feature that you could tell by looking at one, that's what it is?
Yeah. If you've been around them enough, yeah.
Yeah, super, super easy to
Red and
identify.
black.
Think about Hershey Kisses. The side of the snake looks like a little chocolate Hershey Kisses. It's tan in color. We have 2 styles of copperhead here in Missouri. We got
Yeah.
the Ozark and the Northeastern.
Look at you. You, like,
do you like
This
We
is
both
like-
were in the woods a lot.
Yeah,
This is-
And have to
going.
be very aware of them.
Yeah,
There-
so-
there's a lot of them.
and they're mean.
they're burrowers.
I got you.
So you'll find them under stuff. And season for them, just everybody, the reason you're seeing PSAs out about them now is because normally baby copperhead season is in September.
oh, and the babies are more dangerous,
And
right?
the babies are more dangerous because they have no way to
Control the
regulate the venom.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they do have...
You get hit with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have a necrosis bite, kind of like getting bit by a black widow. It sucks.
Yes.
It's no
so
fun.
It can either go the necrosis way most of the time, or it can cause systemic effects. You're dealing with rhabdo. Thankfully, that was not my case.
You said rhabdo?
Rhabdomyolysis. Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of this.
Yeah,
From people
well,
who work out too much.
Yes, that can also be a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, you can like, sorry, you talk about it. You know more than I do.
No, I was totally lost my train of thought about the snake.
I heard rhabdo,
They're one
I got
of the few
excited.
that will come towards you and get you as many times as they really feel like. So rattlesnakes, they mind their own business
Right.
until you start messing with them.
Yeah.
They just don't care. Copperheads and
No, they're aggressive.
They are
They're
aggressive.
super
So,
aggressive.
I mean, they'll bite you once, they'll bite you twice, 3 times.
If you look up the Missouri Conservation website, you can find information on there of the different snakes and what they look like. And if you, I mean,
There's actually an app too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you do get bit by a snake and you capture it,
Please,
if
yeah.
you kill it and you capture it, don't, if you get bit by it, don't try to go hand it. Keep it. Keep a hold of it, because when you go to the hospital, that's going to help them identify and get the correct antivenom
Yes.
if there is one available. Because there are some snakes that they don't have antivenoms for. I don't believe there's any in Missouri, but I could be wrong.
And Marisol said that the antivenom is like stupid expensive.
Yeah, I mean, it's cheaper to die.
Okay.
I mean, most cases,
So-
that's
WashU actually.
death is cheaper.
Right. WashU is currently doing a research study to create a new antivenom based on the antibodies of people who have been bitten. So I participated in that, and I was like, that's the only good part of that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So Missouri,
Yeah.
don't tread on the snakes.
Missouri.
Yeah, kick stuff over. Didn't do you much good because it bit you in the leg. But if you're
And you
working
weren't
outside,
like
wear
hanging out in
boots.
the woods or anything either. You're
No,
in
it
your
was like
backyard.
Dude,
10 feet from my house.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're near woods or especially water.
Yeah. Usually you
They'll,
find them
they'll
dumb.
come in. from that.
in the city. You'll find them inside tires.
Yeah,
You find
Inside
them
yeah.
inside
Yeah.
like tires sitting on the
Surprise.
road. So if you're a city worker and you're out there picking up tires on the side of the road,
Kick
or
them first.
working at a racetrack, kick the tires. Never pick a tire up flat.
Or take the flamethrower.
Yeah.
That's all we got for today. That was a quick one.
That was.
Deuces.
That's what she said.
Yeah, we will be back. I have no idea if Sig Glock and Tina will be back next week. No, he had shoulder surgery, so he's.
Oh, it was shoulder surgery. He
Yeah.
didn't say what it was, and I was scared
yeah,
to
that's
ask.
all. So he's home recovering. We will be back next week. Not sure if he will, but stay tuned. Swing by the shop, swing by your local range, and check it out.